If you want to upgrade your video podcast, we're going to provide 3 options for getting better video quality. The first is going to be continuity camera using the iPhone and new macOS Ventura. It's an awesome new feature and you probably don't need to buy any additional hardware. We're going to cover some webcam options, the best value for your dollar, and even going up to a mirrorless or DSLR camera. Your first option that's going to give you great video quality is an iPhone running iOS 16 and your Mac running macOS Ventura. A brand new feature is continuity camera that allows you to use your iPhone as a webcam, no third-party apps or hardware required. With continuity camera, you can select your iPhone as the video input inside Riverside and many other applications. This is what it looks like to use the back camera on an iPhone. Now this is the iPhone 14 Pro, which does have great camera improvements, but if you're going to upgrade your phone or you have a modern iPhone, iPhone 12, 13, or the new 14, the quality of the back camera video is going to be pretty great. You can even get this mount from Belkin that magnetically attaches to the back of your iPhone 12 or newer and can sit right there on your laptop lid. If you have any issues using your iPhone as a webcam in various web browsers, check out this video above, and the link is also in the description. We walk through all the troubleshooting tips for various browsers so you can use continuity camera. Now if you want an option that's always connected to your computer no matter what, then a webcam might be for you. There's lots of high-end webcams like the Opal C1. We have a comparison with this to an iPhone video quality. You can check out that video above or in the description. And while you might get slightly better video quality from some of those high-end webcams, we think a great value is the Logitech StreamCam. This is a USB-C webcam that you can leave attached to your computer. It does 1080p high definition. It's got lots of customization settings in the Logitech app, but it gives you a little better quality than the built-in webcam. The Logitech StreamCam is about $150. Sometimes you'll see it on sale as low as $130, and it's probably the most inexpensive way to upgrade your video just a little bit. This is video directly from the Logitech StreamCam. Again, it's easy to connect, just has a USB-C cable right into your computer. Riverside can use it in the online studio, and you can use it to record locally. I'm using it here right in QuickTime on my Mac, and it has pretty good quality for the price. Now, the best option for adding video to your podcast is getting a mirrorless camera, especially one with an interchangeable lens that will give you great video like this blurred background, give you that bokeh effect. Will have great autofocus, so it's always make sure that you're locked and clear. Many of them are very flexible where you can record locally to the SD card and even connect your camera to a computer via USB-C cable, and your computer will see it as a webcam. We actually have an entire video using mirrorless cameras as a webcam. You can check out that video above or the link in the description. Now, if you're considering a mirrorless camera with an interchangeable lens, meaning you can change the lenses in or out, I'm going to mention 3 Sony cameras. And the reason why I'm mentioning Sony is I've tested several different models of cameras, and the autofocus on Sony camcorders is simply the best. The autofocus you'll never have to think about. It'll always make sure your subject is in focus, namely you, or even if you use it with 2 or more people, it'll try its best to keep everyone in focus. But when using a camera for a video podcast, you don't want to have to think about what it's focusing on. Is it blurry? Did I just lose a bunch of video footage from an hour show? And so Sony cameras I have found is some of the best when it comes to autofocus. The first Sony camera I would recommend is the Sony ZV-E10. It can shoot 4K, it has interchangeable lenses, it's a crop sensor, meaning it is not the full frame that you would get on larger cameras, but it'll give you excellent video quality, especially for a video podcast. It's about $800 and can include a lens with a kit. The next step up would be a Sony a6400. I actually use that camera for my top-down shot. Again, it can shoot 4K up to 30 frames per second and is an interchangeable lens. It is also a crop or APC style sensor. We can do a video on that if you'd like more info. Leave a comment below if you'd like to learn more about that. But for both those cameras, the Sony ZV-E10 and the Sony a6400, I would recommend this lens. This is the Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens. It is a wide-angle lens, so the camera, if it's on your desk and you're doing a video podcast, the camera can still be physically close to you, but it'll get a wide shot, so it won't feel cramped and super close on your face. And because it's an f1.4, you can really stop the f-stops down and give you more bokeh and is better in low light. So if you have an office or desk situation and you don't have the professional lighting set up just yet, this lens is about $370 on Amazon, and we'll put a link in the video description. And if you would like a really high quality camera for your video podcast, I would recommend the Sony a7 IV or the Sony a7S III. They're both incredible at video quality, can shoot 4K up to 60 frames per second. The a7S III can even do slow-mo at 4K. And what I'm using right now is actually the a7 IV. I'm shooting in 4K 30 frames per second. I'm using a Sigma lens, a 35mm 1.2 lens. And if you like the way this video looks, this is how your video podcast would look if you were using that camera. Again, we'll put links to the camera and the lens in the video description. So those are some of your best options for adding video to your podcast. Everything from your mobile device to a dedicated USB-C webcam, all the way to using a mirrorless camera connected to your computer or recorded to the SD card. If If you have any questions on what we covered, leave a comment below this video, hit the like button, and subscribe to the Riverside channel. We have lots of content like using mirrorless cameras as a webcam, how to use video switchers, and a ton more. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next video.